Hello and welcome back to Cult Simulator. I mean, Shadowrun returns. Um, so we kind of broke this area, but also managed to get through it. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how this sorts out. It could prove broken later on, which I would not enjoy, but here we are. We came through this door and Coyote contacted us. Your comlink chirps and Coyote appears on the screen. How's it going? Good. I found a way into the off-limits area of the Brotherhood. Jessica's somewhere in here. You find another way into the place? Yep, I went down an alley and found a side door near the back. I'll send the coordinates to you. I'll send the coordinates so you can find it. Can you open it yourself? Negative. It only opens from the inside. Okay, stay there. I want to have a look around. When I'm ready, I'll come open the door and let you in. No sweat. Just open the door when you're ready. Okay. The cardboard box is labeled UB blank keycards. So if I didn't already grab one, I can get another one. So there's nothing here, it looks like. Enter a blank keycard to activate the machine. Place a blank keycard into the printer. Oh, so you need decking skill. Universal Brotherhood Seattle Chapter Keycard Printer. Please enter the following information when requested. Name, housing location, Universal Brotherhood, alphanumeric. ID, not alphanumeric, private password. The list below is the names that are currently approved to have new keycards printed for. If you need a new card and your name is not on this list, please see Father Willie. Oh man. Do any of these actually mean anything? I feel there was that list of people we got once upon a time, and I don't know if any of them would be the same as on this list, but I certainly wouldn't remember them. Unless... No, we got rid of that list, so... Well, there's only one name that sounds vaguely female, so Monica. Select housing. I don't know. Can I just enter whatever I want? A cult does seem like the kind of place that would be a little bit simultaneously extremely paranoid and yet bizarrely open, where they're just like, nobody's going to infiltrate us. So I don't know what happens if I hit Inner Sanctum. Oh god, I don't fucking know. What am I supposed to make of these numbers? Select correct password retrieval prompt. I couldn't possibly tell you. How would I know any of this? Or is it literally just random? Or is it like unknowable? Mercurial rocks processing information incorrect. Please re-enter valid information to print a new keycard. Nah, never mind. Maybe I can find more information in here that will help me, but... Wait a minute. Oh, there's more stuff here. Why did these things not pop up when I walked past here the first time? The wastebasket is filled with shredded paper, which appears to have been letters. There are 2 letters which escaped the shredder. Read the first letter. Dear Charles, we have been trying to reach you for months. We have come to the Universal Brotherhood several times and every time have been told that we could not see you. Since you are not allowed to go online in any way, the only way we can try to contact you is by letters, which we have done time and time again with no response. How can you forget the people that raised you and loved you? Mom and Dad. Read the second letter. From the desk of Monica Saknoff. Dear Brian, I want you to know how happy the Universal Brotherhood has made me, but I am sad that I never get any responses from my letters to you. I would email or message you, but as you know, from my letters, we are not allowed to go online. You know that I have loved you since the day you were born. Mom and Dad always gave me crap for never being able to pronounce your name when you were a baby, but it's been an endearing name for me to call you ever since. Please reply to this letter. Love, Sister Monica. Okay. So I did pick the right person to do. So Monica and what is the name going to be? Like Blyan or something? Oh, I don't have all this information. Okay, this isn't gonna work. Baby Bree, I guess? Okay. That seems like the only password that makes sense, but I still don't have all the requisite information. Oh my god, I walked in here too and now there's a bunch of stuff there. Why? Why are you like this, game? The engine almost... The engine almost works, and then it, like, just bizarrely breaks. The wastebasket is filled with dozens of outgoing letters from new brothers and sisters to family members. And they just leave them in wastebaskets for people to find? The wastebasket is stuffed with letters from people looking for missing loved ones who have disappeared after joining the Universal Brotherhood. Okay. What the prompt... The desk is covered in photos of dogs. The one catching a stick is called My Diminutive Friend. Hey, okay, now you need to make it disappear. So, yeah, thank you. Universal Brotherhood Terminal Login Sister Dawn Wares. Seattle Chapter Brothers and Sisters Database. Alpha Sort Brothers and Sisters. Let's see, E to M. Okay, it's bizarre that they sorted by first name, but admin functions. Enter Universal Brotherhood's username and password. Enter Dwayne Ware's autofill. Enter password or use password recovery. Recover password. Select correct information to personal question. My favorite frisbee catcher. Shorty? Admin functions unlocked. Alright. So the picture told me everything I needed to know, I guess. Diminutive friend, huh? Yeah. A little heavy-handed. View attendance logs. No logs viewable at this time. View correspondence logs. No logs viewable at this time. Authorize new keycards. Father Willie has authorized the following new keycards to be printed. Click a name to see UBID alphanumeric. Monica. 134647. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. Are there any more prompt? I thought there was one more prompt over here. Come on, game. Are there prompts? There's one. Fucking, come on. The holographic map desk displays the Universal Brotherhood logo. Activate the holodesk. Holodesk animates to display a high-level blueprint of the facility with labels to touch to zoom to each area. Public areas. The holodesk zooms show the entrance hall, auditorium, and cafeteria of the Universal Brotherhood Seattle chapter. Staff areas. The holodesk zooms to display the storeroom, staff locker room, and kitchen, with the notation that the kitchen is actually part of the home area from a security point of view. Home areas. The holodesk zooms in to show the 4 dormitories, the office, and the kitchen area that make up the home area. You notice that the kitchen has an external door and that there is heavy security around the door to the sanctuary area. Okay, so this may all be a huge waste of time, which would be a little bit upsetting because it was so easy to knock out Father Willie. I assume this is the thing you have to do if you do not pay the janitor for access to the storeroom. Because once you get the storeroom, you get the chloroform, you can call Father Willie, you get the gear and call him in, knock him out, take his card, which may just speed you through the rest of this. This is presumably what you would have to do if you didn't want to pay him and have to go through all this rigmarole to find a different way of getting a key card. I don't know that there's an actual benefit to doing this anymore. It is still an optional prompt. I don't know if there's any reason to do it. But basically at this point, like, I'm getting the last piece of data here, which is figuring out who lives where, because I need to know where Monica. So she's in area B. So now I have all the information I need, I believe. Blank key card, data entry. Oh, and I could also skip this if I could deck. So she's in dorm B. It's 134. Baby Bree. Keycard printing. Keycard complete. Warning, this keycard provides access to a high security area. Approved uniforms are required in all high security areas. Take the Universal Brotherhood home access keycard. Okay. Well, that's that. Took a distressing amount of doing. See, here we go again with the hidden prompts because the thing's broken. Streamers and greeting cards decorate the lower bunk. Look at the cards. There are 2 greeting cards. There are 2 greeting cards are taped to the bunk. Come on, guys. One is a giant homemade card. The other is professionally printed and features the logo of the Universal Brotherhood. Open the homemade card. Missing you already. Julie, we are so proud of you and your advancing to the inner sanctum. Remember us lowly brothers and sisters and come visit us often. Okay, so this is presumably get another card to get into the inner sanctum, but I already have it. Okay, so Monica's in here, and she knows Julie. Sister Julie, it's my pleasure to invite you to join us in the inner sanctum as a mother of the Universal Brotherhood. I have left your upgraded keycard in your locker. We rejoice to be with you, Father Willie. Search the bunk. You find a fresh Universal Brotherhood sister's uniform on the bed. Take the uniform. It's the right size for you. All right, well, I already have one, so even though Father Willie is dramatically larger than I am. The locker has a name tag on it reading Sister Julie. Really, you need intelligence 5 to force the locker open. The locker makes a lot of noise when you bust it open. Inside you find an inner sanctum keycard. All right, does the noise actually matter? Or is that just completely irrelevant? On the lower bunk is a draft of a letter. Dear Mom and Dad, I write you every day, but I never hear back from you. Maybe what they're saying here is true. Maybe you never loved me at all. I think this will be my last letter. Your ex-son, Charles. The locker contains a brother's uniform. It does not fit you. So this really seems like most of this area is dedicated to giving you multiple ways to completing the same task, which, I mean, is good in theory, but in practice seems like a lot of effort for something that could have been, you know, consolidated. I'm not saying you have to have like one person that you talk to with a half a dozen different ways of coercing them into doing what you want, but this seems sloppy. The locker contains a Universal Brotherhood Sisters uniform that would fit you. Sure, I'll take the uniform. I mean, I now have 3 uniforms. Am I wearing them all? Locker contains a brother's uniform. It will not fit you. I mean, are they saying that because it's male? Because I swiped this gear off a male, and they don't appear. The males and females don't appear to wear different stuff. Box routing slip. Transfer for sale in thrift shops. Read the routing slip. Reason for transfer: Shane could not accept the truth and will no longer be needing these things. He has been moved downstairs. Open the box. The box contains clothes and personal items, including a photo of Cherry Bomb. Digging deeper, you confirm they are the belongings of brother Shane. I had completely forgotten that. I think basically in our first ever chat with Cherry Bomb, she asked us to look into her missing friend. That was a long time ago. Okay, so there's clearly a prompt there. Scanning. The inner sanctum welcomes you, Mother. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Water. So we've got 3 prompts, and I don't know which one, because they're not color coded separately. I don't know which one is over here. I assume it's to let the team in. Wow, that prompt did not come up until I had already done it. So, great. I assume this is to let the team in. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen if I walk through here? Okay. An industrial-sized food processor that could make food for an army of babies. For an army of babies? What kind of thing is that to say? The fridge contains mostly things that are either brown or green, with the primary difference seeming to be age. The broken vending machine seems like it could be moved. So the lard is to help move the vending machine. If I do this in front of this person, are they going to get mad? I don't know. The panel has a message which reads, "Do not open exterior door without express permission of a brotherhood, mother, or father." I'm going to walk away for now. I am dressed and carrying a card as a mother, but I don't know if this cook's going to freak out. Yes, sister, what can I do for you? Okay, so this is the distraction. Where do the arched doors go to? One goes to the cafeteria and the other goes to the home area and the heavily guarded door to the inner sanctum. Where does the door with the grate go to? It opens to the alley outside. Do not open that door or the whole damn facility goes into lockdown mode. Oh, that's good to know. I'm new here, so tell me about your kitchen. The most important thing is don't touch anything, especially the damn alley door, or the whole facility goes into lockdown mode. Sister Sally at the front desk was asking for you. What does she want now? I don't know, but apparently it means you're going to leave. It's a good thing they don't come back. The cold storage box is labeled live specimen, keep refrigerated. That's concerning. You open the box to find it swarming with extremely large cockroaches. Why do you have a box of cockroaches in a freezer? I don't understand. Okay, so I'm guessing if I didn't have the lard, I would have to hack this or blow the thing. Spread the lard on the ground, then push the vending machine out of the way. With some slight creaking, the vending machine slides away to reveal a secret door. I'm not going to go through that just yet. I'm actually going to call the episode here, and on the next episode, we will try out these various doors and see what does and doesn't work. So we'll see you guys then.